Well, Jim, what I'd like to talk about today is our DHS Next Gen strategy, which really is about effectively adopting the most current technologies into our enterprise computing environment and allowing our mission app developers as well as our operators to build upon those environments. And we've been very successful in areas like cloud computing, in areas of adopting mobility, particularly working with the digital government strategy and understanding that we have to set standards for security and establish those baselines in order for people to develop those environments of trust, particularly in FedRAMP and in mobility, the 9.1 baseline for mobility security. We've done that. We are adopting those standards going forward, and it's enabling us to actually put product on the ground. Okay. So we've probably put close to 15 cloud services into production. Some of those are with the GSA contract, and they are commercially based, and others are, of course, within our own firewalls in our DHS data centers. And what that's enabled us to do is we've set up infrastructure as a service, Dept as a service, even code testing for mobile apps. It enables some of our components to come into those environments, to have it all laid out, ready for them. They can adopt the security posture, and they can just get to market faster in terms of mission delivery. And that's very critical for us. That's one part of our next-gen strategy. Another part is, of course, working at the data layer to understand our data, to label it, to tag it, to make it searchable, to assign attributes to it, and then use those attributes to be able to take identity management, which is the other part of that equation, assign attributes to individuals, and to combine those two elements to be able to effectively share data, not only within DHS, but with our federal partners across the landscape and state and local law enforcement, et cetera. Those are just a few of the areas.
Yeah, I know that identity question we talked about a lot. If we can solve that identity management issue, it just opens up a whole new world of opportunity to do a lot of things.
Absolutely.
Now, how about some challenges along the way? We talked culture here already, and I'm guessing that...
we have a little bit of that with
a little bit of that.
Yes.
How about some other challenges and lessons learned along the way as you tried to put this all together?
Well, we spoke a little bit also about collaboration. I think the biggest success story that I would center on as we've implemented this strategy is the fact that we collaborated with our customer, i.e. we came forward and we said, what's most important to you and what would be most effective? So that's what we're going to put on the ground. Then we collaborated on the standards, and that's not only within DHS, but that's also federal-wide. So for example, working with NIST, working through the digital government strategy to establish those baselines, to establish open data policies, all of the things that are necessary for all of us to center on the same page and to be able to move forward together and solve the problem once, quite frankly, and then just move forward.
Terrific. And is there any sort of advice maybe you'd like to pass on to others that are trying to be successful and bring home some successful programs across government?
Yes, I would say that your CFO and your CPO are your closest friends. You have to develop effective acquisition vehicles in order to be able to effectively deliver these technologies, and to do that in a rapid fashion. For example, setting up drawdown accounts. If it's not easy for your customer to get to you, and this is also part of our lessons learned, because we certainly experienced this along the way, if it's not easier for the customer to do business with you, then the frustration level will push them elsewhere, even if you've got a good product. So it's product delivery as well as effective business models. How we buy it, and then how we fund it, and then ultimately how we move forward in terms of the futuristic business models. So for example, we're not going to be buying license agreements going forward. We're going to be buying solutions.
Absolutely. By results.
Right.
Yeah. Very good. Well,